All right, guys, welcome to episode 4 of What We Watch in the Shadows podcast. If this is your first time seeing this podcast, this video in general on this channel, this is a collector's unboxing review channel / movie reviews and movie hauls, everything in between pop culture as best as possible of randomness. This is your guys' first time seeing this podcast. This is my monthly podcast that I am doing where I'm reviewing my prior month's movies, not all of them, but some of the ones I kind of picked out to kind of talk to you guys about. So if you're interested in that, hit the subscribe to keep up on all the future videos. Hey guys, like I said, welcome to this week's month's podcast. I'm not on a week. I don't know if I could do that right now, the way life is going. So, but yeah, we got another month here, another round of movies watched and everything. And I was just counting. February was a slow month for me. I didn't get to as many movies as I normally. Actually, it's probably normal because I probably watch more movies than the average person on a monthly basis. So, but a slower month for my ratio of movies watched. Like I think last year I was on a good streak where I was watching almost one movie every day or a couple movies a day, and then skip a day or two to kind of keep on the threshold of almost one a day sort of thing. So February, I'm checking my diary. By the way, link down below to my Letterboxd page. Letterboxd is kind of like a Facebook movie review site. I have a account on, so if you guys want to keep up to date on my actual more in depth, I don't even get them in depth. They're kind of usually short summarized ones, but they're like my star reviews and everything like that. You can see diaries too of what they're tracking, how many movies we're watching, sort of thing. So February, I watched 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 to... Hold on. 10, 11, 12, 15. Yeah, so pretty slower month. Some good movies. Some of the normal ones. I try to pick more movies that, I people haven't seen or maybe know about. They're more obscure titles to talk about on the channel here. I know I could pick movies like Jaws I watched this past month, Captain Phillips with Tom Hanks, a really fantastic movie. American Psycho was one of the movies I watched. I finally showed my wife that. She'd never seen it before, so had to experience that for the first time, or she had to experience that movie for the first time and the craziness that it is. So, but stuff like this people probably have seen. They or they've heard of it. They're into movies and that sort of thing. So I try to pick, like I said, titles maybe they're a little bit more obscure and different, and then so they may not be my highest scored video or movies, but they're ones that I thought I enjoyed for at least a 3.5 star review or higher sort of thing. So let's just jump right into it. I like to try to keep these between 10 to 15 minutes so I don't keep them too long and that sort of thing. The first one, we'll go the comedy route. So this is a movie with Jason Bateman, who actually directed it too, I guess. It's called Bad Words. This is a very, very dark, raunchy type comedy. So like he is dropping like curse words and like insults on people like I've not seen before from him, because he's usually a pretty kind of like the nice guy sort of thing in movies. I've never seen Arrested Development, never watched the show, so I don't know his character that. So if someone corrects me, says, "Oh, that's how he is on that show," then it's over my head because I don't know. I never watched that show. But anyways, he is a riot in this movie. I know the reviews I was looking up online, some of the critics were saying like you don't like him, you hate him, and it's like I couldn't help it. I was cracking up every insult or bomb drop he'd drop on people, insults. It was almost like a roast movie. Literally the whole movie felt like a roast. But basically he's this guy that is in his 40s that wants to enter a spelling bee competition that's literally geared towards children. But he found a loophole about if you didn't, that it's open apparently to anybody as long as they have not advanced past the 8th grade. And he never passed the 8th grade. I guess he never graduated school or anything like that, or got into high school or anything like that. So, but there's a little bit of a, I don't want to call it twist, it's kind of a fancier word, but there's some sub story to it that you're kind of questioning this movie, like why is he doing this? And I don't want to reveal it if you guys are interested to watch the movie. If you're not, Wikipedia thing, you can see why he's basically doing it. But there is kind of a reason that you're thinking this whole movie initially. It was kind of making my rating low because I was like, why is he doing this? Why is he doing this? You don't really know why is he so emphasis on being in this spelling bee. But he eventually kind of reveal it, and you kind of see what there's some like emotion to the reasoning and everything like that. So, but he meets this kid, this Indian kid, that they kind of build this bond and this relationship because this kid is also in the spelling bee, and he just finds like interest because his father pushes him so hard on the spelling bee that he kind of gears towards Jason Bateman's character more of just hanging out with him, and then they kind of get into trouble and mischief and everything. And so I recommend this one. Like I said, it does have a very raunchiness comedy. So if there's any sort of vulgarness or jokes that maybe are too offensive for you that you're maybe not into comedy wise, definitely stay clear of this one because again, it's got like that roast type Comedy Central vibe. So it's pretty funny. So I really actually enjoyed this one. So that was the I guess my comedy pick of this past month. The next one is it was straight to DVD, so it never hit theaters or anything like that. And I don't know how many people actually know about this movie, but I think I bought this on DVD one time for like $3 back in the old Best Buy Sunday ad days, where I check out what deals there are on DVDs, and I go down there and I pick it up on DVD, deals and that sort of thing. But this is with Stone Cold Steve Austin, the wrestler, and it is called Damage. It's kind of like a underground fight club type movie, and it is so underrated. This is such a good movie. Walton Goggins is in it, who is so underutilized in movies these days. Like, I mean, he gets his hits. He gets Tarantino movies. He gets, he's had TV shows and everything, but he's such a phenomenal actor. And in this, not any different. And even Stone Cold Steve Austin, who's a wrestler. You don't sometimes think wrestlers can, even though some people think that wrestlers can't act, like that's sort of their profession as actors. So to carry it over into, a movie and not think of it as like they're very like, stern or straight face, that sort of thing. They can't show emotion and everything. Like, he definitely can show that in this and kind of show different sides to his character and everything. Basically, Steve Austin is this guy that just got out of prison for, I believe it's manslaughter. Correct me if I'm wrong, but basically it might have been a second-degree murder or something like that. But anyways, he gets released out of prison, and the widow of the man that he killed, basically he feels like he's in debt to them, and this woman comes to him and says like her daughter needs this it's either heart or lung transplant. Basically, it's very expensive. She has no insurance. She has no money. Her husband's dead, so she can't. The income isn't there, and health insurance won't cover it. So he basically takes upon, like, Walton Goggins, kind of like his bookie or manager, kind of assist him in saying, hey, like, there's these underground fight clubs where you can make a lot of money to pay for that surgery, basically. And then Austin ends up doing these like underground fight clubs and that sort of thing. So, really, really cool. Like, there's a lot of actual sub actors that are real, big actors in this movie. So it's pretty cool. And just, I don't know, it's really underrated. Like I said, for a straight to DVD movie, it's actually really well done. I thought, it's a really well told story, real good script, straight to the point, like, movie. I don't think it's very long. I think it's 90 something minutes or so. Like, it's not very long at all. So definitely recommend this one. Yeah, 101 minutes. So if you haven't seen this one, I'd recommend it. Give it a shot. So if you're into Steve Austin and you're into, like, just like I said, fight type movies and that sort of thing, give it a watch. And then last but not least, my highlight movie that I've never seen before. So I picked this Criterion up probably during one of the many Criterion sales. I know of David Cronenberg's movies. I've seen some of his movies, not all of them, trying to get through them as best as possible. This is one of his most infamous ones. And it is with, I believe it's James Woods. Yep, James Woods is in it. And it is called Videodrome. And I love this case here too. So this is the Criterion that, actually, when you open it up here, it's a VHS tape. So, yeah. Again, if you're not familiar with David Cronenberg's movies, he is very much a body horror type movies director. So, a lot of like visually stuff that if you cringe at the idea of, like, I wouldn't say gore, but like it's kind of gore type, horror movies. If you're not into that, it's probably not your cup of tea. So, I'm just into anything just to experience and see for the first time. So, definitely an experience here. Basically, James Woods is this producer of this television station. It's kind of like almost like your like underground like public access channels that you can air on, get on the air and that sort of thing. And there's this like tape that's going around that's kind of like got controversial content on it and everything like that. So he tries to get a hold of it through various resources and finally watches it, and then it starts messing with his head and everything, and he starts going through all this psychedelic stuff. Like I said, a lot of body horror type stuff. So like his stomach creates like this hole in it, and then like it's all over the place. It's quite a watch. If you're into horror movies, definitely I'd say watch it. If there's any type of horror movies that you're not into, like like I said, body horror, anything maybe to make you cringe, like it might gross you out. If you get grossed by stuff, probably not your watch. But I thought this one was pretty good. So plus I like to add to my criterion as best as possible. So can't wait to watch some other Cronenberg movies. I do have a few others I still need to watch. I know I have his recent one too. I still haven't gotten to yet. But again, this is just some of the movies of the 15, I think I said at the beginning of this, that I watched this month. So hopefully it's March 3rd. I've already watched 3 movies this month, so I'm on a track. So hopefully I can keep up with that, because I know come April time, I'll share some more information on here, but I'm not sure how my consistency of watching movies will be, but I'll see you guys in next month's review video. But if you want to subscribe for future videos like my unboxings and my reviews of figures and collectibles and everything, hit the subscribe button down below. Greatly appreciate the support. I'll see you guys in the next one, and as always, take it easy. See ya.